Hi everyone. It's really funny. I did like this whole video and then the video just stopped. And then I realized none of it saved. I don't even. So the energies are really funky today because we have like 12 different really tough aspects. I'm not going to talk about all of them because we have discussed them in the last couple of days and throughout Virgo season. So if you want to have a preview again of the Venus, Sun, and Mercury all being conjunct Mars in Virgo, all of that, check out some of the earlier videos as well. Today, we have a very strong trine with Venus and Pluto. We also have a very strong trine with the Sun and Saturn, and we have a very strong square with the Moon squaring Venus, the Sun, and Mercury. This is all of like the Venus, especially the Venus trining Pluto, which is the really big aspect today. It's about power struggles in finances, in relationships. There could be struggles when it comes to forbidden relationships, forbidden love, whether you're already in a relationship with somebody or you have a strong pull to someone who's already taken. And having that like forbidden relationship can be very alluring right now. So really watch who you're coming in contact with, who you're talking to. The Sun trining Saturn is emphasizing your responsibilities. So if you are in kind of an elusive relationship, the Sun trining Saturn is going to shine a light on the fact that that's not right. And when I opened up all of these energies that were happening today, the thing that came to my mind was the weight of the world is like on our shoulders right now. Like everything, it feels very much like we're having to hold everybody and everything up. And I've noticed that even a lot during Virgo season that some people really want to have their hands held through things. They can't get through stuff unless they're really being like guided every single step of the way. I noticed when I woke up this morning that there were emails from people like demanding when they could, schedule their reading. And I have to, I'm not angry about it or irritated by any means. I understand the push and the need and the want to do it. I will tell everybody, when you order a reading with me, expect it to be at least 1.5 to 2 weeks out scheduled, unless it's an emergency reading. Birthday readings, general 1-hour readings, the one-on-one alignment sessions, the 30-minute readings, they are all scheduled 1.5 to 2 weeks out. If you get the birthday reading and you want to have your reading done around your birthday, make sure that you've got it scheduled a week, you order it at least 2 weeks out, and then give me the time when your birthday. If you order your reading like the day before, the day of, or the day after your birthday, I'm not going to be able to get you in that day because, 1 day emergency readings, same day emergency readings are first come first, they come first before the general readings, right? But I'm not ignoring anybody, so you don't have to email me 3 and 4 times to get to me, because I'm not, seriously, I am really good at making sure that I connect with people within 1 to 2 days. If you haven't heard from me after ordering a reading, if you haven't heard from me for like 3 days after ordering a reading, please email me, because because I'm sure that I've emailed you and it either went to your spam, junk mail, or directly to your trash, depending on how your email is set up. So yeah, and that just like really quick, and I'm not irritated at all, like not at all. I'm not upset, I'm not irritated, I'm not mad at anybody. I just want everybody to make sure, and it's all out, it's on the website, that readings are scheduled 1.5 to 2 weeks out. And that, yeah. So the energy today, there are conflicts you're going to be conflicted with your emotions, how to express yourself. You're going to be conflicted with yourself. The way that you can find peace is getting quiet, allowing yourself to get quiet, allowing yourself to meditate. Um, it can be a very highly intuitive time right now. But if we're focusing on what's not working for us, if we keep focusing on what's not working and how we're so miserable in one way, if you keep your attention on that, it's just going to get worse. That feeling, that foreboding feeling is just going to get worse. So really allow yourself to get quiet if you need to. If you're feeling excess anxiety or excess energy, the best way to get rid of it is to ground yourself. The best way to ground yourself is to put your bare feet in the dirt or in the land, in the land. Put your bare feet in the dirt. And then imagine all of that negative energy going down into Mother Earth, into Gaia. She will gladly take it. It's compost. She will take that negative energy, she will compost it, and then she'll make something beautiful out of it. She can take on the excess energy. So allow yourself to do that. Don't hold it in. Other announcements, I do still have 20% off of readings. I have openings not this coming week, but the week of the 16th. So there's only like a week and a half wait for readings. So if you want to get a reading, now is the time. And after this 20%, it's not going to be, we won't have any more discounts until the holiday season. So if you want to get a reading, get that done now. Virgo birthday specials, $100. Get that, $100 for an hour. What else? Oh, my t-shirts. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot that. These are actually 20% off as well using the code FEARLESS. You have to go to the merch section and do apparel, and you can use the word FEARLESS, get coffee mugs, t-shirts. Some of these t-shirts and coffee mugs will be discontinued, and we're going to add some new stuff before the holiday season. So if you've been waiting to get a t-shirt, we have women's fit and men's fit too. I'm done selling myself. I just wanted to get it all out there. I didn't say anything yesterday, and anyways. And I still have necklaces left too. So let's get into the cards. It's such a weird energy today. Like, I just wanted to put the covers over my head and like not get out of bed this morning. And of course that responsibility, that sun, I'm like, my sun is in Virgo, Saturn in Capricorn, that responsibility of what I need to do versus what I want to do. The need, of course, when, it won, but here's the thing is it's not that the responsibility of it was that I know that people, I need to be there for people, right? Like, that's my thing. It's not about, oh my God, I have to actually work like, I love getting up and working, but today's energy is just so heavy. And I know the collective, like yesterday, we talked about this, the collective is kind of, sorry, I needed to switch something over because I realized that there was something that was a little bit off here. I realized that the collective yesterday, it was so hard. Like, it's not an easy time. And I want everybody to know that they're not alone, but I also want everybody to know that this time is asking you to be super, super patient. Be patient with everybody. Be patient with yourself. If you are conflicted about things right now, ask yourself why. Like, what is the universe trying to tell you to help you grow? Okay. All right. So we have the King of Pentacles. I'm using the Golden Universal Tarot, by the way. I got it on Amazon. The Four of Swords. Everybody always asks what cards I'm using. So the Golden Universal Tarot. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Empress. Yeah, it really feels like for some people, for most people right now, what really needs to happen is rest. The Four of Swords talks about meditation. Like I said, when we were talking about the energies. If you're conflicted about things right now, meditation will really help guide you in a lot of ways. One of the biggest things that meditation does is it allows you to recognize the things that you are ignoring in the 3D and that your higher self is trying to tell you. If you have to use guided meditation to get in touch with your higher self, you can do that as well. Meditation does not have to last an hour long, you know, but it's all for growth. There's this thing where we're trying to move ourselves into more logical, calmer scenarios. And where we get ourselves tripped up is when we overthink it within, right? And this time period with this energy in this season, the overthinking is real, like real. The Empress is like the mother figure. She's the one that takes care of everybody. So I feel like this King of Pentacles, we're just gonna, it doesn't have to be a king, it doesn't have to be a man, it can be a woman as well, right? We all have that divine masculine, divine feminine energy, plus it's a general reading. This King of Pentacles with the Empress, I feel like this King of Pentacles needs to have their like own inner guidance happening. And I feel like I feel like this is connecting to, the King of Pentacles needs to connect to the feminine side, right? That's what I've been trying to, like, spit it out, Betsy. Feels very Mercury retrograde-ish right now. I don't know. And then the Six of Swords is, your intuition is trying to guide you where you need to go. But when you keep trying to force the ego, the 3D stuff to work, and you just keep feeling like you're hitting a brick wall over and over and over again, that's because you're not letting your inner guide move you in the direction that you need to go in. You are attached to what the ego wants you to do. The ego wants you to do the easy thing. The ego wants you to do the thing that is going to be like instant gratification. And one of the biggest things when it comes to the intuition versus the ego, the intuition might be saying, this is going to be really uncomfortable, but it's going to be for your best and highest good, and it's going to come faster than you think. I feel like, oof, yes, see? There are opportunities here to thrive. But, so I got to get my, for those of you who don't know, quick little quirk about me. I'm really super short. I'm like 4'11", and even my legs are shorter than, like, when you buy size short jeans, they're a length 30, right? The inseam is 30. And my inseam is 28.5 inches. So even when I buy petite short jeans, they're too long for me. When I sit in this chair, like, it's a normal chair. It sits normal. I mean, like, it's not too tall or anything like that. My feet don't touch the ground. So if I sit in the chair for too long without my feet touching the ground, I lose circulation in my feet, or they swell up or something like that. And since this is where I work, right? So I have a box underneath my feet that I have to put it on, and so that's what I was grabbing for. Okay. Just had to get, I mean, like, it's so funny because I do odd, quirky things, and I just want to let you guys know why I'm doing them. I'm not just being weird. There really is a reason behind me being quirky and weird and, like, odd. Okay, so the opportunity to have abundance is very real. And I feel like there's this big opportunity that's kind of shining on you right now, but it might be overshadowed by all of this really heavy energy. We have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like either somebody's going to hear about a job today, or somebody's going to hear about something that they've been waiting on for a while. It feels, because that Ace of Wands is a gift from the universe. And I feel like there's some kind of communication that has everything to do with either your environment, your stability, or like finances or something like that. Now, remember with this that easing into this energy and finding peace within all of the struggle, it's not the easiest thing to do, but that's the best way to get through it. This is probably going to be lasting through the weekend. We are, well, not the square, the moon squaring isn't going to be. We will be having a really nice trine with Capricorn moon this weekend, and I'll try to do another reading this weekend to talk about the really nice, like, gentle energy. Maybe tomorrow I'll have time to do it in the morning. But this is like where the we're going to have a better relationship with Venus, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury, because we'll be trining with Capricorn energy. But remember that Pluto and Venus are still going to be at a trine, and Saturn and the Sun will be at a trine as well. So that responsibility and that possibility of overindulgence is still there, and allowing yourself to see through the bullshit is going to bring you that abundance. It's all about looking through the illusion. And the veil is so thin right now. The people that know what the illusion is versus what their reality is, and how speaking their truth is their biggest thing, they're the ones that are having a hard time with this, too, like the most, I feel, because they know what the illusion looks like. But the illusion is easier. The illusion is easier than having to know the truth of what's really going on, and why we all have to transform. We are programmed to believe that love is conditional, right? And that's where the transformation is. So, King of Pentacles has the 7 of Wands on him, which I love, because he's being very, he has healthy boundaries. The 7 of Wands is the healthy boundaries. He's keeping his healthy boundaries up, which is totally needed. The King of Pentacles, if you are representing the King of Pentacles right now, where you're really, you're trying to remain stable, you're trying to get grounded, you're doing your best to stand firm, your healthy boundaries are up. Please remember to take time out, to rest, because in your dream space, we talked about this too, in your dream space, in your meditation space, that's where the energy is going to change. You're going to start to see the shift through the healing. The energy gets easier. Every time this energy triggers you, or every time somebody is placed in your path to trigger you, and you allow yourself to heal from the wound that was triggered, the energy shifts. And allowing yourself also to see what it is that is no longer serving you, so that you can grow and prosper. Seeing the things that aren't serving you and walking away from that. 8 of Cups on the Empress. The growth is in the power that you're holding on to when walking away from whatever is no longer serving you. You see? And sometimes if we are blindfolded to what it is that we don't want to look at, this is the kind of energy that's going to bring out the stuff that we need to look at. Like we have, like literally, you can't help yourself. Your blindfold is taken off, whether you like it or not, and you're being shown what you need to heal from, or what that wound is within, like point blank, like straight up. So when that's shown to you, accepting it, acknowledging it, and allowing yourself, the 3 A's, right? Acceptance, acknowledgement, and allowance. Allowing yourself to say, I'm better than this. And I have so much opportunity and so much growth coming that I need to push myself in that direction. So, yeah, and Saturn is on it right now. Saturn, and if you look, we also have the South Node is in Saturn because the North Node is in Cancer. So we have the Chariot, which represents Cancer. We have the Devil, which represents Saturn. And we have the Six of Swords. Now, there's somebody also, or some people may be going through an environmental change, meaning you're moving houses or you're trying to move houses. There's some sort of karmic activity around this. I feel like things are going to get easier. There's some sort of steady progress that's being made. Sorry, there's some energy that's built up in my neck right now. There's some sort of steady progress that's being made that is moving you into an easier existence or an easier time, but you had to go through a karmic lesson first, and I feel like you're like at the very end of it, but the energy is shifting. So allowing yourself to see the better parts of what's happening right now is very, very key, because it's difficult to see the positives to what's happening. It's difficult to see the positives to what's happening right now. And the communication or the pushing forward of not having enough, or feeling like there's some sort of lack mentality that might be holding and that's what this energy can put you in a 5 of Pentacles state, because it's pushing you to be better. And when energy pushes you to be better, you're seeing your flaws like for face value. Like I said, this energy is literally putting things in your way, or like dropping them right down in front of you, whether it's people, whether it's situations, whether it's text messages or emails or whatever it is. I don't even care. They're putting people in your path to show you where it is that you need to heal yourself and where it is that you're helping, right? So it's like, here's what you need to do to groom yourself, because we want you to do this, but you're not quite ready to do this yet, but we want you to get a glimpse of it. Does that make, I hope I'm making sense, because there is this, sense of misdirection because you think that you're not good enough, or you don't have enough, or you don't this, or you don't that. Yes, I understand that the 5 of Pentacles could actually mean that you are feeling very poor, or you don't have enough money. Maybe you want to move, and maybe your karmic lesson here is to have enough funds to do it, or how you're getting your funds, or whatever, right? It's going to be different for everybody. It's going to resonate differently for everybody. What I'm saying is getting into a 5 of Pentacles state, whether the reality of the situation is that it's 5 of Pentacles or it's just in your mind, either way, staying in that state, that mental state of mind, is going to stop that 8 of Wands energy from coming in. It's going to stop the Ace of Wands. It's going to stop the 10 of Pentacles, because you have this huge opportunity to push forward, and you have an opportunity either with somebody who is very, very close to you, 6 of Cups, or there's an opportunity coming back from the past that will be bringing you stability. But you can't focus on what you don't have, 5 of Cups, because in front of you, this is what I'm talking about. Are you focusing too much on what's not being given to you and not focusing enough on the beauty that's in front of you? Because that Ace of Pentacles and 10 of Cups, like the universe is trying to say, even if times are really tough right now, I guarantee you, if you looked up, you would see something beautiful. I actually had a good friend of mine yesterday tell me that, what was it? I forgot what he said. It's all in the outlook. It's all in your outlook. If you wake up one day and allow yourself to think about everything that's not working for you and everything that you don't have and how you feel like you're spinning your wheels. We've talked about this all through Virgo season, that it's going to feel like you're spinning your wheels and spinning your wheels and spinning your wheels. And if you focus on that, then you're just going to keep on spinning your wheels. And then when the opportunity arises for you to have the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Cups or the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Wands, you're not going to see it because you're going to be looking down and be like, if I would have stayed in bed with the covers over my head today, I wouldn't have had a beautiful conversation with one of my best friends and felt so much better about just existing, you know, because sometimes you just need to have that conversation that existing is, it's like, okay, just enough. It's okay to exist. Like if you can't do anything else today but just exist, it's okay. It actually made me feel so much more than just existing, right? But again, showing you guys that everybody goes through this energy and it affects everybody in different ways. The difference with some people and other people is some people do their best to get out of it, to push themselves out of this energy, to do things to better their outlook, to better the possibilities, those kinds of things. Even when times are tough, even when times are struggling, when you're struggling with yourself and struggling with everything else, there are some people that can look into their life and see the abundance of it. And then there are those people that think that they're just stuck and they're not going anywhere and they're not doing anything because for a month they felt like they've been doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's only been a month, right? It's only been 3 months. It's only been 6 months. It's only been a year. Sometimes it takes longer than that to get to where you need to go. And there is no destination. We are constantly evolving and constantly changing. So this energy is here for growth. So instead of looking down, make sure you're looking up to see the gifts that are being given to you, because it's happening so quickly. You might miss it. Okay? I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And I will probably see you sometime this weekend. But if I don't, have a wonderful weekend. Mwah. Bye.